When the ship Quinnebog set sail on May 13th, 1853, on it rode the hopes and dreams and futures of what would become almost 10,000 Belgian pioneers. The land they finally chose was located about 20 miles northeast of the Green Bay settlement.
They proceeded to go into a forest from Green Bay, and they followed Indian paths and got to a point where it supposedly was their land, and they settled down and looked around. And I can imagine, from a woman's standpoint, here I am with my family, probably more than likely with numerous small children with me, thinking, now what am I going to do?
An imperfect triangle, approximately 15 miles on a side, with corners near Red Banks on the southwest, Casco in the southeast, and Little Sturgeon to the north. The land covered about 100 square miles in parts of Door, Kewaunee, and Brown counties. This was and is the Wisconsin-Belgian settlement, the largest rural Belgian settlement in the entire United States. Little by little, the Belgian community created a better life for themselves. In less than 20 years, forest paths would become wagon trails. Additional income would come from shingles produced by the families from the native trees. In 1868 alone, over 4 million shingles would be shipped from just the Brussels area. This income would allow the Belgians to improve their homes and buildings and allow the erection of local schools and churches. Certainly the early days of grubbing out a mere sustenance were ending. Until the evening of Sunday, October 8th, 1871.
Different. It started off very slowly, and then suddenly a huge wind came up, and it ignited all the smaller fires and made it into one large fire, and it came upon the whole Belgian community in a sudden conflagration of wind and fire.
In a single evening, 200 people killed, 5,000 people instantly made homeless. Nearly every home and building in the Belgian settlement destroyed. Ask any Belgian about Belgian food, and the answers you get back are very passionate.
It was just a time to get together, and they drank beer, ate booyah, trip and jut and cassette and head cheese and whatever else, they made, pig's feet.
Fully 100 years after the Great Fire of 1871, the most amazing aspect of the Belgian settlement was that it was all still completely intact.
The research that I did in the 70s indicated that of the population, 80% of the population within that area on the farm of farm population was of Belgian descent. That is an incredibly high statistic.
I'm proud to be a Belgian because my ancestors were. When I grew up, it was a thing to be proud of, that you were full-blooded Belgian. You weren't, basically a mixed breed or a mutt or whatever you want to call it. We were full-blooded Belgian, and we were proud of our heritage and where our ancestors came from and their work ethics and their values that they passed on to us, and that's something to be very proud of.